All right, guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All right, right quick, we got about 6 minutes before qualifying here. I'm going to walk you through the points. I know they've been on the screen a little bit. I want to give everybody a chance to get a good look at them and see where their favorite driver was. Right now, your points leader is going to be Joshua R. Jones. He's going to be in the lead by 1 point over Noah Lewis. Jeremy Horn sitting there in third. He'll be 6 points back. Jeff Dotson there in fourth. He is 14 back along with Steven Leffler. Jim Whaley back there in the sixth position. Mark there in seventh. Shane Gross eighth. Charles tied with Shane in eighth. Paul Cohan in 10th. Kerry in 11th. Ronald there also in 11th. James Capehart there in 13th, tied with Josh for 13th. Dunninghurst 15th. 16th going to be to John. Kevin tied for 16th along with Chris. Matt back there in 19th, and Keith Morrison in 20th. Sorry, Keith, for butchering your name there, bud. Anyway, guys, we're going to get ready to get the show on the road here for the Roaring Thunder National Series, only on Extreme Sim TV. Like I said, they have about 4 minutes of practice remaining before we go green flag racing this evening. We'll take you back out to the track to finish up tonight's practice here momentarily. Looks like you're going back to the track now. Everything is up and running on my end. Everything looks good.
Yeah, I got you, man. I don't know. That's a good question. I haven't raced here very many times before, maybe once or twice, if any, and definitely not in these cars, I don't believe. So it'll be a learning experience all night for sure, but the goal is just to kind of hang around the top 5 area, keep some good track position. I'm 1 back on the lead in points, and that's a good place to be. And we're not right. I mean, we have the chase and stuff, and at this rate, if I continue to make the races, I'm sure I'll be in that. But still, the kind of bragging rights of regular season champion would be cool too. But it's going to be tough with Josh out there, man. He's just such a good driver when it comes to any track, but particularly these short tracks. So he'll have the standard tonight, I'm pretty sure, and he does already in practice. So that'll be him and Jim. Jim's a pretty good short track racer as well. So they'll be the standard of the field, and I'll just hope for the best here. Hoping to really rein it in. I've messed with a few adjustments on brake bias, which is about the only thing you can do, and kind of like where the car's at right now. And so we're going to build off of all night and just try to keep it on the track and not turn it around. So that'll be the plan. All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Only on Extreme Sim TV, you'll get your qualifying action. Also, before we get going with the night racing action, I'd like to give a special shout out to Richard. Sixth will be Steven now. He jumps up the board a little bit. Moves Dunninghurst to seventh. Eighth, Shane Gross. Ninth to Jeff Dodson. 10th to Ronald Vincent. Mark back there in 11th, Paul in 12th. And Jim in 12th. A little bit better there, Christopher. I had to turn my mic up. Sorry about that, buddy. And the mic set a little too low. There we go. How's it sounding now, guys? Ten for Christopher. Glad to see you back out here tonight, buddy. Hope you have fun watching, bud. Tree Snapper. Like that name. Alright, let's look at it here. Joshua Jones right now, the fastest car qualifying. Getting ready to end up qualifying here. And Charles right there in second. James Capehart third. Fourth is Jeremy Horn. Fifth is Noah Lewis. Sixth is Steven. Seventh is Dunninghurst. Eighth is Shane Gross. Ninth will be Jeff Dodson tonight. 10th is Ronald. 11th is Mark. And 12th is Paul. 13th is Jim. That'll be your starting lineup unless if someone decides to try to take a lap. Looks like Jim's trying here. Creeping around. Checkered out for qualifying. Joshua R. Jones walks away with the pole for the ninth event. We'll get ready to grid them up here one more time. Get everybody on track. Take a look. There's old Noah's car there for you, Christopher. Right there setting. Getting ready to run tonight's racing action. 200 laps from Stafford Motor Speedway. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. It helps the channel out, it helps me out, and I appreciate it a bunch. Well, hey, Chris. Didn't realize that was you, buddy. Dunninghurst now sitting out here as well. Good to see him back out here tonight. Right there is that number 12 machine right alongside the 76 of Joshua R. Jones. Alright, we're rolling around Stafford Motor Speedway, getting ready to turn this thing loose tonight. Should be a good one this evening. Yeah, to turn it up last time didn't work out as I planned it, so we may try that again tonight. Yeah, crank it up turned into crank it down really fast last time I tried it. Alright, we'll get ready to go green flag racing live here at Stafford. The field rolls around behind the racing pace car one more time. Getting ready to go green for 200 laps this time. Into 3 and 4 the field goes now. Noah right there in that number, or the number 76 of Joshua R. Jones. It's got Noah right there on his back bumper. Green flag is out. We are green one more for night of racing action at Stafford. Into 1 and 2, Joshua R. Jones will pull ahead just a little bit. Down the back straightaway they come into 3 and 4. Noah Lewis trying to peek his nose in there as well. Steven back here right behind Noah in that 72. Followed in behind that number 14. And the 3 and 4 laps are going to go by quick here now already. 2 laps in the books of the 14th inside of Noah. It's going to be Jeremy working his way around Noah Lewis there for third. They'll fall back in line here. A little bit of a hard track to pass on here tonight. It's going to be interesting to watch these guys work their way around this racetrack. The 12 right there, Charles Smith running second in that Tabasco car. But up front is Joshua R. Jones. Pulling away just a little bit. Let's get the kicker up for you guys now. There's your ticker up and going. Joshua R. Jones leading the way by 9/10 of a second, almost a full second now. He's got a fast race car here tonight, as we're already 6 laps into 200. Back in second position, that's going to be Charles. He'll try to hang on to second, and Jeremy Horn's closing in for that spot. Jeremy, we've seen him have a good race car. This second short track race of the year. USA was the first one we done. And Jeremy was good there as well. Noah there falling back to fourth, but he's hanging in there. He's starting to work his way back up. Starting to reel in the front, the 2 in front of him, the 14 and the 12. 14 will look to the bottom, trying to get a run on the 12 machine, but it's really flat down there on that bottom groove. Really hard to get that car to stick down there, and he'll fall back in line. Look for it again down here in 1 and 2. The 12 steps out just a little bit. It's going to give Jeremy a chance to get to the bottom, maybe no. He'll have to fall back in line. Once again, Jeremy really trying to work the bottom of the racetrack. Just seems like he cannot get any grip down there. Again, that's Jeremy Horn there in the 14 machine. Noah Lewis right behind him there in the 98. Tight little battle here. We'll drop back a little further in the field. Back here is Shane in the 41. There's Shane in that 41 machine. Right behind him is going to be Jeff Dotson in that 3. He's going to have Ron closing in on him. Forward in that position. Ronald again doing a decent job here. Look at Gomez back here in the number 33 machine. It's going to be Mark, otherwise known as Gomez, right in front of the 55 of Paul. Or the 51 of Paul in that SpaceX machine. Nice looking race car. That's for 11th and 12th position. Looks like James Capart's pulled off for the evening. That's unfortunate early in this one. Only 13 laps in, so that's very much unfortunate now. 13 laps into this one. The 14 machine back to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll go try to hold that car nice to the bottom here. He'll draw even with them this time. Can he complete the pass? Into 1 and 2. Or 3 and 4. They're dead even now. Door to door onto the front straightaway. It looks like the 14 is going to get it, moving him up to second. Jeremy doing a good job. He worked that bottom lane for a handful of laps. Finally got the run and was able to get second away from Charles. Charles is going to fall back here, kind of regroup in that 12 machine. Get ready to launch another attack. $16 laps into 200 here tonight. 185. I'm not 100% for sure, but if I remember correctly, you don't have to worry about fueling this car. I believe they can do well over 200, maybe 250 laps here without fueling. I may be wrong. As we discussed before, my math is horrible. But I think tonight we're going to be okay on fuel. Tires will be another case, because I think you'll want tires anytime you get up, to be honest. So out front right now, Joshua R. Jones Jeremy Horn second, Carl Smith third, Noah Lewis running fourth, and Noah closing in on Charles for that third position. See if he can get that number 98 machine up to third position. Lap 19 of 200 here tonight. Now 20 on the board. Noah doing a good job. Looks like he's holding the car down nice and low, getting the car to turn. He's just trying to reel in the 12 machine of Charles Smith. Alright guys, everybody's kind of getting it all figured out here early this evening. Back up to Noah here is 72 right there on Noah's back bumper. Now contact. Noah's going to go around. No yellow as of yet. Steven just got in the back left rear of Noah. Turned them sideways. Right as I said everything was calm, Noah gets turned sideways. Got that car straightened back out now. A little bit of front end damage I see, a little splitter damage, but that's about it. Noah should be fine. Jeremy back up here in the 14 machine, still in second. Noah or Joshua R. Jones leading the way with a 4-second lead over the field. Steven there after that, a little bit of contact with Noah. He's got a little bit of right front damage on that 72 machine. Already early on in this one, a little bit of contact there, a little bit of beating and banging. Temper's already getting hot in the chat room, especially in there. We got fans in the chat room that's already unhappy. So it's going to be a good night of racing here on Extreme Sim TV. As the 76 of Joshua R. Jones starting to work his way underneath Paul there in the 51 machine. Putting him a lap down now with a 4-second gap over the field. Right now, Joshua R. Jones just straight putting a whooping on him and pulling away. Jeremy Horn back here in second. He's got a nice little gap over Charles in third now. Charles back there in third. Fourth's going to be Steven in that 72 machine. Fifth is Dunninghurst. Sixth will be Jim. Shane Gross will be in seventh. Eighth is Noah Lewis now. Noah in that number 98 machine again. He got turned sideways. Lost a few positions, so he'll have to work his way back up through the field. 28 laps in, coming to 29. There's Ronald there fighting with the 51 of Paul. That's going to be for your free pass spot as of now. Jeff up here, the next car to go a lap down in the 3. He's really, really wide there. Seems to be fighting the race car just a little bit. Noah Lewis there as well. And 8. Oh, Noah's going to go around. Around goes the 98. He has to lock it down. No yellows. Yeah, here comes cars. Oh my goodness. The yellow flags just as the cars were headed his way. Yellow flag on the Speedway. Lap number 31. Out of 200, and the first yellow comes out. Noah Lewis spinning that number 98 machine around. We'll go back and take a look at what happened to him. Off of corner number 2. Looks like he just gets down into the corner, gets a little high. Tries to get the car to cut back down, get back in the throttle, and around goes that number 98. Locks it down, does a good job, tags the wall. A little bit of a dent, not much. Gets it straightened back out. Yellow flag does come out. However, I do think he went a lap down before he got her straightened out. I believe so. As you can see, the most of the field on pit road here. Your leaders are on pit road. Noah's staying out. There's your leaders on pit road. Noah's staying out. Again, if Noah can stay out and take a wave around. '76, the first one off pit road as I'm seeing, so he will still be your leader. However, he'll fall in behind the lap down cars. Let's see if the lap cars decide to stay out or what they decide to do here. Now, Noah's bringing his down pit road. He probably flat spotted the tires and completely wore the tire out when he lost it. They're spinning that car around. Back up to Joshua Jones. Okay, guys. I'm going to step out of the booth one moment and we'll get ready to go back green flag racing here from Stafford Motor Speedway here momentarily. Alright, we're back and we're getting ready to go green flag racing. Live here from Stafford one more time. Green is out in the air once again. The 76 machine on the bottom, the 14 on the high side. The 14 going to run high. He's going to try to get a run off of 2. See if he can get below Joshua Jones. Good dive it down in there. Joshua chops him off, gets back to the bottom. Great move out of that number 76 machine to protect himself there. The 14 was trying to get to him there. Back in third is Charles there in the 12 machine. He's under attack as we got battling right behind these guys. Looks like Shane Gross back here on the outside with a 9 below him. Side by side off of turn number 4. And the 9 machine will slide through. There will be the 98 machine. Noah Lewis trying to work his way through traffic. Again, Noah is a lap down, trying to make sure he's in that free pass position. Up alongside the 41, you see how fast that 98 machine is. Because he's working his way through lead lap cars here. He's got Jeff Dodson and the 3 right there behind him. Jeff doing everything he can. Shane there in the 41. Back up front, Charles Smith. Running in third, Jim Whaley in 4th. Jim in that number 46 machine, we've seen him out here each week. Usually runs it clean. This time he's up inside the top 5 with that 46 Hot Wheels machine. Putting in a well of a good run out of Jim here. Dunning Hurst right here as well. Dunning doing a good job. Currently in 5th, just gets passed by Shane Gross. He's on the outside, Shane's on the outside, Dunning on the bottom. They're going to be side by side off of 3 and 4. Nice battle for the 5th position here. Jeff Dodson back there as well in 8th. Right there is Jeff in that number 3 machine. 44 out of 200. Whoa, Jeff in the fence. He overshot the corner. Missed his braking point. Ended up beating down the wall just a little bit. Jeff Dotson in that number 3 machine making contact with the outside wall. He overshot his corner. Been in that right front pretty bad here. Splitter kind of been in a little bit as well. 46 right here of Jim Whaley trying to work on the 12, get himself up into the 3rd position. 46 laps in of 200. Here comes Jim to the looking at the bottom of the racetrack on Charles, doing everything he can. I'm really working that race car right now. Just wanting to get up to Charles, maybe get around him, get to the 3rd position. All he's trying to do. Noah Lewis now, or Joshua Jones up to a 1.1 second lead over Jeremy there in 2nd in the 14 machine. Charles 3rd. 4th's going to be Jim Whaley. Good run for him. And then running in 5th, Dunninghurst right now. So, strong top 5. Stephen back there in 6th. 7th right now goes to Shane Groves. Good run for Shane as well. 8th is Jeff Dotson. And yellow is out once again on the Speedway. Go back and see what we can find. See if Paul Cohan may have been involved. Take a look and see. Was it Paul that went around this time? And that number 51 machine. Let's see. Let's see if it may have been the 51 here that went around. 50 laps into this one already. 2nd caution of the evening. Trying to look to see where it was at. I thought it may have been the 51, but maybe not. Oh, it don't look like it was 51. Maybe not 50. Maybe the 51 didn't go around. I backed it up pretty good ways to check and see. Oh, nope. Looks like that was back a couple of seconds. Was that Jeff in the 3 that went around? Nope. Might have been Dunning. It was Dunning that went around. Let's go back and take a look at what happened to Dunning here. In the 9 machine going through the corner. Much like we seen with Noah earlier. Just lost the car. Steven gets through. Unfortunately, Shane does not. We had a car go through the grass and misses as well. And indeed, lucky dog for Noah Lewis. Noah back on the lead lap once again. 53 laps into this event here this evening. And you are 100% right there, Christopher. Noah Lewis back on the lead lap once again. Noah with a strong race car. I suspect to see him run his way back through the field pretty rapidly. 53 out of 200 laps already complete here tonight. Only 50 laps to the halfway point. Well, a little less than 50 now, more like 45 by the time we go green. So this one definitely going by pretty fast here this evening. Alright, lights off on the iRacing pace car, and we'll get ready to go back green flag racing. once again. Joshua Jones up front. Green flag is in the air. See if this 14 has got anything for Joshua Jones here tonight. 14 runs up the hill. He'll try to cut back down. Can't do it. He's got the 12 of Charles blowing. Charles has to back out of it, not to clip him. Jeremy Horn right there in the 14 machine. It looks like Jim's made it up to third in that 46 off all that. Jim Whaley up to third position here. Good run for him. The 12 machine of Charles right there as well, right on the back bumper. Back here in fifth, we got a battle between Steven and Shane. And look who's back in the picture. That bright yellow number 98 and Noah Lewis already hunting down these two. That'll be for sixth as Noah dives to the bottom underneath Steven and clears him. Noah up a position. Noah already back up to sixth. Steven starting to fall back a little bit. Jeff Dodson working to the bottom of Steven now. Noah now working around the outside of Shane. Look at Noah go, trying to get that fifth position, hard on the brakes. He'll look to the bottom of Shane now. He's on the bottom side, Shane on the outside. Noah working that inside lane, Steven right there as well. We got a tight battle for that fifth position. 3 cars virtually under a blanket here. Again, this is the Roaring Thunder National Series, live from Stafford Motor Speedway, and what a battle we have now for the fifth spot. It's going to be Noah Lewis on the bottom of the 98, Shane Gross on the outside in the 41. Tight battle in here for that fifth position. Noah trying to work his way back through the field after he spun out earlier this evening. Went a lap down, got the lucky dog, now trying to find his way back through the field. 62 out of 200 laps for anybody that just joined us here. And you are right, Christopher, he is on a mission. You got that number 98 Camaro back up front. Joshua Jones are still leading. However, the 14 has been able to close in to about 0.3 of a second. Jeremy Horn really closing the gap down now on the leader. Just shy of 65 laps in, and Jeremy is really starting to be able to hang in with Josh. Josh was able to really jump out the lead earlier in the race. It looks like the track may be changing just a little bit, which is helping the 14 kind of stay with Joshua Jones now. Joshua's still pulling away, but not as rapidly as he was before by any means. Starting to stretch it out a little bit now, but still not as rapid as he was beforehand. Back to third, Jim Whaley hanging in there at 46 as well. Shane Gross still in that fifth position. He's been able to hold off Noah Lewis. He's actually closed a little bit in on Charles for that fourth position. Steven back there in seventh. Kind of lost touch with these guys here for now. Shane doing a good job working the inside of the racetrack. He'll put that right front quarter panel right near that left rear of the 12. Again, the 12 machine, that Tabasco machine, doing a good job. Hanging on. It's going to be Charles doing everything he can to hang on to that fourth position over Shane. Now the lead separated by 6 tenths of a second. Up front now 4, bouncing around between 4 and 6. green flag, mostly green. We've only had 2 cautions for 8 laps here so far this season. Again, fuel should not, as Noah there lost the front end of his car just a little bit. Again, fuel shouldn't be an issue at this point. It's only going to be a tire race. You don't have to worry about fuel. Just try to manage your tires. 130 laps to go in this one. Not many to go here now. Outer corners 3 and 4 back across the stripe. Shane really putting some pressure on Charles now. Really trying to close that gap, get to the back bumper of that Ford Mustang. Say, hey, I'm here, let me through. I want to go. I want to get by you. The 41 left rear damage, yeah, I would say so. He's got the left side of the splitter all kinds of jacked up, or the left side of the spoiler's all jacked up, kind of pushed up in the air a little bit. A little bit of left front damage as well, but it's a short track. You kind of come to expect that. And some right front damage. That car's beat up on both ends of the race car. Here comes Steven to the back bumper of the 98. Now let's zoom in on this. These two's got history earlier on Q9. Steven got in the back of Noah. He definitely doesn't want to do it again. He is closed into the back of Noah's car, so yeah, you spin somebody once accidentally, it's fine, but you don't want to spin them again, because if you spin them again, they're going to be really, really, really upset with you. Look at Steven now closing in on Noah, trying to gain that position. Steven now running the middle of the racetrack. Noah, or the low line along with Noah. 124 laps remaining, still a long way to go here. No real reason to push the issue just yet. We got plenty of time to work it out. Yeah, Christopher, it does look like a demolition derby car. It really does. It's beat up on every side known to man. So, hey, it's short track racing. That tends to happen a lot. Steven now kind of falling in line with Noah, not really pushing the issue. Again, the lead spread out, not missing anything up front. A 1.1 second lead between Joshua Jones and Jeremy Horn up front. Meanwhile, this battle continues around the 5th, 6th, 7th positions. Noah Lewis involved with this battle, along with Shane Gross. Steven back there as well, along with Carl's up there in 4th. Car's pretty much under a blanket right now. Everybody else tends to be a little bit more spread out. 80 laps in. Oh, yeah, because it was foggy in Stafford. Welcome to the broadcast booth. Miss Wifey over here commenting on the fog. Yes, it's very foggy. Yeah, it was worse than practice, actually.
I thought I was going blind for a minute.
You thought you were going blind for a minute.
Yeah, I thought my eyesight was blurry.
Nope, you're fine. It's legitimately fog.
They did. Still got 20/20 vision?
Yep, you still got 20/20 vision.
Well, how would you know? In advance, too.
Oh, good lord. Anyway, the battle rages. Steven, they're in the 72 machine. Steven now in this number 72, trying to run down Noah Lewis. 83 laps in, the 200 here tonight. No, you about pulled a muscle trying to reach over the broadcast desk over here. Oh, that's even better. Goodness gracious. While people's falling apart in the broadcast booth, Steven's starting to fall back off of Josh Noah's back bumper just a little bit. Yes, that was the missus. Come back over here.
What?
Viewers or commenters are asking if you this is the missus. Say hi to everybody.
No, stranger danger.
There you go. There's the missus. Alright, back to racing action here. Steven in that 72 machine. Kind of falling off these three. Noah there trying to run back down on Shane. These guys have been lockstep for a good 40, 50. Oh, Noah, no. Noah gets it sideways. Good save.
I actually know him.
Good save, Noah. Yes, you know Noah. You know Noah. You should know Joshua Jones. You should know.
I don't know George Jones.
It's Joshua Jones.
I don't know George Jones.
All right, the number 9 machine. Oh, I didn't catch Steven catching the wall there. I see Noah go completely sideways. Yeah, Steven's got some damage. Shane now on the back bumper of Charles. Oh, nearly getting in the back bumper of him. Had to really hit the brakes there, get on the brakes, stay out of the back bumper of that number 12 machine.
Baby, don't hurt me.
Alright, Shane now right there on the back bumper of Charles. So I've had to lock the broadcast booth to keep my wife out of here. I think the league needs to invest in some locks on the broadcast booth. Anyway, Shane works the bottom of Charles now. He'll get up a good run alongside of him. Into 3 and 4 now. Almost. Oh, contact! Nice save from both of them. Great bit of driving. Oh, hang on to it. Hang on to it, Shane. Yellow's out now. A car is around. Charles finally went around there. He saved it there for a minute. Go back and take a look at it. Going into 3 and 4, there was some contact. Right here, the 41 gets a little tight. Gets up into him. Right there, they both go sideways. Now they both catch it. I stayed on Shane. But then the 12 got loose on exit. Spun it down across the dirt, locking it down. Doing a little mowing the grass. And the yellow flag is out here for the 3rd time on the evening. 95 laps into 100. Alright, Noah Lewis. Right now is being scored your leaders. He has stayed out. Looks like Joshua Jones come to pit road. Along with a couple more, but Charles and Noah have stayed out. Oh, now Noah's coming down. Must have been a little bit of miscommunication. Alright guys, I'm going to step out of the booth for one moment. And I'll be right back with you here in a moment. And you are watching the Roaring Thunder Racing League National Series. Only on Extreme Sim TV. Alright, we're back. Racing action. 101 laps in, 100 to go. Noah Lewis on the bottom, Shane on the outside of the racetrack. They're trying to work their way back through some traffic here. Right, here we go. Jeff Dawson there in the 3 car. That car beat up a little bit as well. Out front is the number 76, Josh Vargo. He'll work his way around Jeff. Jeff falling another lap down there. Jeff just having a hard race here tonight. Charles able to, or Jeremy, they're able to close in on Joshua Jones now a little bit more. Stephen Leffler in 3rd. Jim Whaley 4th. Charles sitting there in 5th, and Noah Lewis currently running 6th. They work their way through corners number 1 and 2. The 14 machine still trying to run down Joshua Jones with 96 laps remaining. Still plenty of racing to do here. Only had 3 cautions tonight. 3 cautions tonight for over 10 laps. Yeah, Christopher, you're absolutely right. You get damaged here, you don't have much time to work on the car. You really can't. You're just going to fall multiple laps down if you drive. You kind of have to run it with what you got at a certain point. There's not much you can do to fix it, so it's one of them tough situations. Jim Whaley in that 46 machine, man, he's doing a good job trying to run down Steven once again for 3rd. Charles sitting there in 5th. Noah's got a good car. It just don't seem like he's got the car to really drive fast. He's got quite a bit of damage on that race car now. He's got the left front all bashed in, the left rear all bashed in. So I think that may be hindering his progress just a little bit. Hurting him just a little bit. Charles out there in the Tabasco number 12 machine. Trying to come real Mr. Jim back in. With 91 laps remaining. We've had 9 lead changes. However, most of it's been under yellows and pit strategy and all that stuff. Alright, the 46 machine right there. Trying to close down on the 12 of Steve, or the 72 of Steven. Jim really putting some pressure on Steven now. Oh, look at that back end of that car. Step out just a little bit. That's going to give Jim a run. Through the center on exit. The 72 machine trying his best to hold on now to that 3rd position. But Jim doing a well of a job. Really putting some pressure. Now he'll get up alongside. Right at that left rear quarter panel. Into 3 and 4. Very tight there. Through 3 and 4, he's going to have to be careful to hold that car down. Whoa, that got really tight there off corner number 4. Nearly making contact with Steven. Noah now making a dive there underneath the 12 machine of Charles. Right there, Noah is his left rear corner panel. He'll try to draw even off of 3 and 4. But again, he's tight. He's having to lift. Nearly making contact once again. Noah really having to fight that car. You see him jacking that wheel to the left. trying to get it to turn, nearly making contact once again. Now we got a battle right in front of them. What to get between Steven and Charles. There's Steven in the 46er Jim. Jim able to squeeze through, move Jim back up to third. Oh, what a tight racing action right here. Noah Lewis up to 6th. Noah Lewis right there in that 98 machine. He's going to try to get to the back bump of Charles. Charles doing a good job. This has been a well of a battle between Steven, Charles, Noah, and Jim even in this battle. Shane now working his way back towards these guys. Just all over each other. The lead's kind of spread out now at a 1.7 second gap. But back here, boy, around the 5th, 6th position, it is tight. There's Jeremy once again in the 14, running in 2nd, all by Longton. The car looks pretty clean. He's took care of the car with 80 laps to go. We'll see if he's got anything for Joshua R. Jones. Noah now back there under attack from looks like Shane. Yeah, Shane's caught up to Noah here. See what happens here. Looks like Noah's car is just not working for him right now. You can visually see that car push off the corner. He's really having to fight it hard right now. And what that can do is, we've seen him spin earlier on. If you're really tight and you're putting a lot of wheel into it, trying to get back to gas, it can definitely come around on you. So you got to be careful of that. Hey now, Christopher, don't jinx us. Don't jinx us with that C word. We don't need to talk about that C word. We don't need more of those. Trying to jinx us in there to chat about the C word. Man, we don't need any more of those. Knock on wood. Let it go mean and green to the end. Charles there in the 12 really looks like he's getting tight as well as Noah's caught back up to him. These cars are definitely turning tight on these guys. Oh, Noah's free off the 2. It's what I talked about, having to turn that wheel guard that he gets the back end loose. Did a good job of catching him. Ha ha, Christopher. The C word, C-A-U-T-I-O-N-S. That's what we don't need, buddy. That's great, Christopher. Good job with that. Jim Whaley now trying to run down Jeremy Horn. Oh boy, Jeff Dawson, man, he's just struggling in that 3 machine way up the racetrack. Back in 2nd position, Jeremy Horn now 1.7 seconds off the lead. Jim Whaley doing a good job as well, man. It's been a great race. Steven a little bit under pressure from Charles, hanging in there. You know, I think I do gotta crank it up, so we're gonna give it a shot here in a moment. And just for you, since you requested it, we'll go on board with Noah for this crank it up now. Alright, and I'll be right back with you here in a moment. It's crank it up time here from Stafford. Alright, as we're back off of Crank It Up there, I hope that helped y'all out. Oh, a lot of fun to hear all the racing sounds. And when I go to the racetrack, that's what I look forward to the most. It's just the sounds of these cars roaring by. Back out here with everyone once again here. We will have 63 laps remaining here. Joshua R. Jones out front, 1.7 second lead. There is Joshua R. Jones. Jeremy Horn there in second. Third's going to be Jim. In that 46 machine, Steven right there in the 72. Running in fourth, Noah in fifth. Cutting underneath Mark there in the 33. Otherwise known as Gomez, out there getting passed there by Noah. With 60 laps remaining. There's Charles, he's under attack from Kane once again. That is your battle for the 6th and 7th position. Dunninghurst right here in the 9 machine. Mark there in the 33. Looks like they're 2 laps down there, the 33 and the 9. So right now, looks like we got 7 cars on the lead lap. Shane being the last car on the lead lap right now. 10 seconds back from your leader, Joshua R. Jones. So he's definitely wanting to get by the 12 because he don't want to be the last car on the lead lap. Just in case the leader does get home. He wants to try to put some padding between him and the leader. As we've turned 145 laps here tonight. 56 laps remaining. Noah Lewis right there in that 98, currently running in 5th. Again, that car a little bit damaged. Went around earlier on in the night. Went for a complete spin. Then he got sideways again after he clipped the apron. He just had one of those knocks. He's trying to battle back. Steven there, he's had an alright night. He was involved with that first incident with Noah when he kind of tagged him in the left rear there. So he's got a little bit of damage. Jim, man, I'm really impressed by Jim. he kind of comes through quietly. He don't make a big stink. He just kind of easily works his way up through there, keeps the car clean. And now he's sitting in third spot. I mean, what else can you really say? You worked your butt off to get there. Now you're in third. What else can you say about that? That's just a good job by Jim. Good job by him here tonight. With 53 laps remaining. Gap still 1.7 seconds up front. Now 1.8. Joshua R. Jones just kind of walking the dog here. Doing a good job. Almost a straightaway lead now. Over second place of Jeremy. Yeah, fuel's out of the question. However, Christopher, I do feel like if we get a late race yellow of any sort, they're definitely coming for the tires. I really think you'll come down and get you 4 fresh Goodyear Eagles. Get back out there. As you can see, even Joshua, his car is pushing up the racetrack. Just for reference here, his previous lap time was 19.69. His fastest of the race has been at 18.815. So he's definitely lost speed. And actually the last couple of laps, the 14 of Jeremy is definitely ate into the lead a little bit on the clock. Running some really fast lap times comparatively. Down in the 4s. So he's definitely gaining on him. That last lap was on 6:02 for the leader to a 5:27 per second. So Jeremy's definitely gaining down on the leader now. Last lap for the leader of 6:29 to Jeremy's 4:92 or 2:9. Oh, you meant pitting under green conditions? No, there's no way. And I don't see that happening. There's no way. Excuse me there, guys. Jeremy, though, definitely running a little bit quicker lap times than your leader. Well, right for that time the leader busted out a nice 19.4. So that pretty much erased all the gain that Jeremy had made on it. Now 19.5 to 19. So they're bouncing back and forth on their lap times as of now. Drop back to see what Steven's up to in that 72 machine. Again, lap time wise, looks like Steven's a little bit faster than him. Just a little bit, but with only 43 laps to go, I mean, you gotta really pick it up. Yeah, Christopher, no problem. Anytime you need to know anything, just ask me and I'll look at it and let you know. I mean, what lap times are telling me, there's about I would call it a half a second gain to maybe even 0.8 of a second on new tires. From what I'm seeing on my telemetry, you got to figure in 4 tire pit stop, that's 14 seconds. Around this racetrack, that's 14-second track. That's just on the tire stop. So you're probably going to lose 2 laps when you come down pit road. Once you come down all the way down, get in your box, service the car. That's 2 laps. You're not going to make that back on fresh tires. It's just not going to work. The 46 machine of Jim now. Running in third. $162 laps in. 39 laps remaining. Right there is Noah running in fifth. Shane closing the gap on him. the race lead's still at about a 1.5 second gap. Alright guys, so I gotta step out of the booth for a moment, so I'm gonna leave you with a turn it up one more time while I run out. I'm back. We're going to drop. We're going to crank it back down. I'll be looking at Steven there in the 72 machine. Alrighty guys, and keep in mind, after the race, stick around and chat if you would for just a few minutes after post-race interviews and results. Got a little bit of a special announcement to make after the race here, so make sure and stand by for that one. Meanwhile, up and Bob and stepped out of the booth there. Look at this, Joshua Jones has lost ground to Jeremy there in the 14. Jeremy within about a half of a second back now with 27 laps to go. So he's definitely closed in quite a bit on that number 76 machine of Joshua R. Jones. Coming up on 25 laps to go in this. Joshua doing a good job just running his line, just trying to hang on for 25 more laps. He is led 169 laps of the night. Or 169 laps here tonight. So he has really put on a clinic. Now he's just trying to hang on to finish it out. Jeremy closed the gap a little bit, but now he's starting to fall back away from him one more time. Charles Smith here, the last car on the lead lap, right now running in 7th. In that number 12 machine. Two laps remaining. We're getting ready to be at the Extreme Sim TV. 20 to go. Since we're at 20 to go. Oh, look at the 12 getting sideways. Let's take a look at the keys of the rest of the race here. Now, from one key that I've got to say, tire management. If this thing goes green, you've got to keep the car under. You got 20 more times around here. That's still a lot. A lot of wear on the tire itself. Managing that's going to be key. If we end up with a late race restart, managing that restart is going to be brutal. You don't want to lose time because you don't have time to really make it up. And the third key to the last 20 is keep your car clean. If you manage to keep the car clean this long, you just want to keep it clean to the end. Have the best shots you got if there is a yellow that flies. As we have 19 laps to go, the lead back up to a 1.0 second lead, 1.1 now. So the lead definitely starting to stretch back out just a little bit, coming into the late stages of this one. Now that lead's starting to stretch back out a little bit on Jeremy. Those the problem. Yeah, he could have been saving his stuff there, Christopher, but I think it's a little bit too late at this point unless he really start gaining when we get a yellow. But look at Joshua Jones. Now he's in the lap path. This can get a little insane. He's at the back bumper of the 12. He'll work to the inside here, but he can't seem to really get a good line. 3 wide now as the 3's on the outside. That's going to allow Jeremy to close in more now. Look at the 14. He's got to work his way through the same traffic that Josh just worked through. Coming to 15 laps to go now, 8/10 of a second. Who can get by traffic cleaner? Last caution, I believe, was on lap 60, I believe. So it's been a while, man. It's been a long while on these tires. 9/10 of a second. Back to Jeremy now. Josh has just got to focus on what's in front of him with 13 laps remaining. Joshua R. Jones trying to close this one out. Jeremy Horn trying to close it in. Sorry for the call for that, guys. Jeremy Horn trying to close that distance in, but it's just not really gaining quick enough. 9/10 of a second, 8/10. It's steady right there. However, look it up in front of Joshua R. Jones. He's closing in on more traffic. Can that play a factor? 9/10 now with 11 laps to go. There's a 33 of Mark, otherwise known as Gomez. He looks for a way to get out of the way. That forces 76 to the bottom. He really don't want to be all the way down there on the apron. He makes it by though with 11 to go, 10 to go now. Joshua R. Jones trying to finish this one out. 7 laps to go. You can see right up in front of Noah in a pretty intense battle here for it looks like 4. This is the pack of cars that the leader's closing rapidly in on. 5/10 of a second now back separates the leaders. Here comes Joshua R. Jones right in the back of your screen. Noah on the back bumper to 72. He's going to give him a touch. He moves the 72 up out of the groove. Noah to 4th. Here we go into 1 and 2. The 72 overshoots it. Now keep in mind the leader's closing in on this very quickly. There's Joshua R. Jones right in behind this mess. This is going to allow Jeremy to really close the gap here. Jeremy now looking to take advantage of the situation. 0.4 of a second back to Jeremy. Joshua R. Jones trying to fight his way through traffic. Jeremy Horn right there as well. The leaders now within 0.1 of a second. The 14 is there. He overshoots the corner. The 72 jumps back and under him. Not what he wants to see. That's going to give the lead back to Joshua. Joshua now trying to pick his way through Shane. Shane holding him down a little bit. Now 5 laps to go. That might have been Jeremy's one shot. He tried it. He tried to get to the back bumper of that 76 machine. It didn't work. Back through 1 and 2. You see Shane diving out. Getting out of Jeremy's way. Letting him go. No traffic in between the leaders now with 5 laps to go here. 5 more times around here. 4 laps to go. Noah Lewis is the last car on the lead lap. Let's see what Noah decides to do. Which lane will he take? Which lane does Joshua R. Jones take here to get around Noah? 3 laps to go here. 0.4 of a second between your leaders. The 14 of Jeremy closing in now. 0.2 of a second back. We'll be coming to 2 laps to go. Which lane does Noah give? The 14's there. Off the corner. 2 to go at the line now. Look at Joshua R. Jones all over the back of Noah Lewis. Trying to look for a way around him. The 14 falls right, or Jeremy right there as well. We'll be coming to the white flag. What does Noah do? Does Noah just pull out of the way? Will he play a factor in this? White flag in the air. 1 lap to go. Joshua R. Jones all over the back of Noah Lewis. Jeremy Horn right there as they head towards 3 and 4. This is the last lap. The 14 right there at the back bumper. Can he get to him? He's going to try. He'll get right there at his bumper. It's not going to work. Joshua R. Jones will win this one tonight at Stafford. Holy cow, what a race. Oh my goodness, what a win for Joshua R. Jones. Oh man, that was a heck of a race. Props to everybody. Alrighty guys, we'll get ready for your interviews here this evening. Oh man, Joshua R. Jones leading 194 laps out of 200 here this evening. Alright, we'll be right back with your post-race interviews.
User was moved to your channel.
Hey, Josh, Matt with Extreme Sim TV. You got a copy of it, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Holy cow, what an ending to that one, man.
Yeah, Jeremy was catching me. He at that last start, he started saving tires. I was kind of saving the first 10 or 15 laps, but he saved longer. So he was able to start tracking me down. He was able to use that high line, and I just kept rolling the bottom. And I started noticing he was on the high lane, and I started using it, and I was able to keep and maintain distance, but eventually he started wheeling me back in once I caught that lap traffic.
Yeah, man, what was it like trying to work your way through all that lap traffic, man? That led to an insane finish.
Yeah, I mean, they're racing too, so you have to try to be curious and just watch what you're doing, but most of the times they're pretty good and they understand what's going on. And then some guys towards the end of the race, they're racing each other. They're just not going to move out of the way, so you have to pick your spots. That's how racing works. It was pretty fun.
Alrighty, man. Well, congratulations on your win. Anybody you would like to thank here tonight?
Of course, you for broadcasting, Jeff and Roaring Thunder Racing League admins for putting it on, and JMR Outdoors and the American Hero Hunt. It's pretty cool stuff. Check them out on their Facebook page.
Alrighty, well, once again, congratulations on your win. Walking away with the win here tonight with 194 laps led out of 200. What a performance you put on tonight, Josh.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Alright, guys, that was your race winner, Joshua R. Jones, the driver of that number 76 machine. Well, Josh, we'll see you next week.
10-4.
User was moved out of your channel.
Alright. Let's move him up to Xfinity here. And we'll grab your second place finisher, Jeremy Horn, in the 14 machine. Hey, Jeremy, it's Matt with Extreme Sim TV. You got me, buddy?
Yeah, Matt, I got you.
Alrighty, buddy. Coming home second, man. You was really able to close in on Josh in those final laps. Working your way through that lap traffic just a little bit short there. Can you talk me through that last 2 or 3 laps there once you got to Josh's back bumper?
Yeah, I was hoping for a long run because I'm, generally known as somebody who can save their tires well, and I saw Josh was just sliding up the track, and I thought about putting the bumper to him coming out of 4, but thought better of it, and he dominated the race. So, we'll go on next week to a road course where I'm fairly strong at, and we'll see what we can do there.
Alrighty, man. Yeah, next week's going to be interesting going to a road course, going off of a short track. A lot of these guys are going to have to adjust a lot going into next week.
Yeah, it's better going off of a short track, I think, than off a mile and a half because, your braking points, you've already got them kind of zoned in running a short track like Stafford, and we'll see. I don't think we've ever run Gilles Villeneuve in this series or in this league, so I'm looking forward to going. I always love going to road courses, and I always try to get the guys to put more on there. So we'll see if we can go get the win next week.
Alrighty, man. Well, congratulations on your second place finish. Anybody you'd like to thank here tonight?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank everybody over at RTRL, Jeff and CB, and everybody, and all the guys that race with us. Thank you for broadcasting, all the people out there watching us. Hope they enjoyed the race tonight, and just thank my wife and my son for allowing me to do this.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, congratulations on P2.
Thank you very much.
All right, have a great week, and we'll see you next week at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve.
You too. Everybody have a good week.
User was moved out of your channel.
Alrighty. We'll get ready to interview your third place finisher, Jim, there in the 46. Hey, Jim, Matt with Extreme Sim TV. You got a copy of it, buddy?
10-4.
Alright, buddy. You brought the car home in third here tonight. Great run out of that Hot Wheels machine.
Yeah, just we missed the setup. Something terrible. The thing was tighter than tight could be. My right front was done after 2 or 3 laps. I was just doing everything I could to maintain.
Yeah, man, it looked like a lot of people were having the issue of being tied out there tonight, and it just, it's a short track. You got to have that drive off exit.
Yeah, the drive off wasn't too bad, but I drive my car extremely loose. I let the rear end steer the car and couldn't do that, so it was just trying to hang on for all I got.
Alrighty, man, but nevertheless, you brought it home in third. Great run for you. I said during the broadcast that you don't make any waves. You just ease your car up through there nice and slowly, and next thing you know, you're in third.
Yeah, that's just typically the way I've always done. Come from the back, up front, just bide my time.
Alrighty, well, congratulations on third, and if you got anybody you'd like to thank.
I don't know if he's watching or not, but Trevor, my son, if you're watching, love you, buddy, and glad I could do that.
Alrighty. I hope he was watching because that was a show to watch. Alrighty, man. Well, congratulations on third, and we're looking forward to seeing you next week at Circuit Gillville noon.
Thank you.
Alrighty, guys. That was Jim there in the 46 machine coming home third here this evening.
User was moved out of your channel.
Alright, we got one more interview to do at the request of the comments. I normally don't do fourth, but at the request of the comments, we'll get Noah down here.
User was moved.
Hey, Noah, Matt with Extreme Sim TV.
I got you, man.
Alright, normally I don't interview fourth, but the comment section's over here blowing up wanting me to interview you. Talk me through your night, man.
Oh man, what a night indeed. Just at the beginning, I forgot to switch my adjustments over from after we went from qualifying to race setup. I forgot to change my brake bias back to where I wanted it and things like that. So it kind of was a car that I hadn't. The brake bias doesn't do too much, but it definitely helps the car. And so when I got on the track, I was like, I don't even know. This is not the car I was driving in practice, So I just had to reacclimate myself to the baseline, the regular setup that we had in, which CB does a great job of making these setups. They're good anyway. But reacclimated myself to that. Had a little incident with Steven where he washed up into me, which, kind of spun me around, put me a lap down, and a few things like that. Was able to rebound from that kind of stuff and get back up there. And man, that last run, it was brutal. I'm aching, but was able to track down Steven again and get around him for that fourth spot. So I don't know, man. It was a long one for sure because how long that green flag run was, but I definitely had a blast. So
Alrighty, man. Well, congratulations on bringing it home at fourth. You definitely put on a show here tonight.
all right, well, I appreciate it. Shout out to my good friend Christopher out there watching, and for you for broadcasting these things.
No problem. And yeah, me and Christopher's been talking all night over here. Alrighty, buddy. Well, have fun, and I'll see you next time.
Alrighty, man.
Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to run you through your race results, and then please stick around after the race results, and I've got a little bit of a topic to cover before we end the night off here and get you on your way. We've had a great night of racing here on Extreme Sim TV. Definitely worth watching. Let's go through your race results here. Your winner here tonight, Joshua R. Jones. Jeremy Horn brings home second. Jim Whaley third. Fourth is Noah Lewis. Fifth is Shane Gross. And sixth is Stephen Leffler. Seventh, Charles Smith. Excuse me. Eighth is Dunning Hurst. Mark there in ninth. 10th is Jeff Dawson. 11th here tonight is Paul Ronald there in 12th. And 13th to James Capehart. And that is your finishing result. Well, what a night of racing action we saw here. So it was a great night of action. Before I change topics here, I appreciate everyone coming out. So now to the little bit of a conversation I'd like to have with everybody. As you noticed earlier today, I put out a video. If you go look on the channel, it's called Richie Ryan Strong. Richie Ryan is a friend of mine in the iRacing community. Has had some health problems here recently. He went under surgery. I believe it was Monday he had surgery. He's come out of surgery. He seems to be doing all right. But we have set up a GoFundMe for Richie. If anybody'd like to go donate, help him out for anything he needs, whether that's be living expenses, anything he needs till he gets back on his feet. He's a great guy. He's a military veteran, former prisoner of war, and I got a lot of respect for him, and I hope just by me trying to get the message out for him that we can get him a little bit of help, because he definitely deserves it. So, Richie, if you get a chance to see this broadcast, man, I love you, dude. And thoughts and prayers are with you, and we'll see you back on iRacing here soon. But other than that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for everyone coming out tonight. Don't forget tomorrow night, Camping Universe Truck Series, followed by Thursday. We're going to have the RJM 360 sprint cars and the Pro Late models on Thursday. And Christopher, if you're still down there in chat, looking forward to seeing you out on Thursday. Come watch out when I know Noah's not in there, but heck, maybe I'll talk Noah into coming driving it. Maybe I should have Noah driving everything, because you love to watch Noah's race, so maybe I'll talk him into it. Other than that, I love you guys, each and every one of you. Be safe, have a good day, and God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow for the Camping Universe Truck Series.